What's up, everyone? First of all, it's a really nice day, so if it's also a nice day at your end, just go outside a little, leave a little. But yeah, so today I want to talk about siblings, family in general, but siblings in specific. So I don't know if I mentioned it already, but I have two siblings and I have pretty good relationship with them. I don't live in the same country as them and they are far away, but we do talk almost every day. And I made already a video about making the relationship with your family good and how valuable it is. But right now I want to just focus on the siblings aspect of family. To me it feels like they are part of me, So my younger sister is 2 years younger than me, and my older brother is 2 years older than me, or 3 years older than me. And this is also something that helps, right? Because we do have mutual topics that we like, similar interests in some things, not all things, but in some things. I should have made a right here, I hope. Okay, 5 minutes delay, it's okay. Anyway, 6 minutes delay. Anyway, so this helps, but I do feel like they are really part of me, If something bad happens to them, if they feel bad, if they need support, if they, I don't know, going through something, I feel like I am also going through something, And I feel like sometimes I can almost feel it, Sometimes I call them and I say, what's up? And they're like, yeah, this and this and this. And I'm like, yeah, I knew it. Or the other way around, it happens even more, My sister calls me or my brother calls me. Or sometimes my sister texts me like, I know something is going on. And then we talk about it, But how important it is to have your relationship with your siblings right, And of course some have it deeper and some have it less, but in general I think, why wouldn't you be okay with your siblings? Me and my brother used to fight all the time, man. I used to be a fat kid, although now I also need to lose some weight, but I used to be a fat kid, and my brother used to always pick up on me about it, which is okay. We were young, we were kids, and eventually we grew up to overcome these. I think it's just made us even closer looking back. I know he didn't do it because he hates me or something, And we used to fight all the time also, physically. With my sister a little bit less, but I remember with my brother, we used to fight and I used to stop my breathing because I was crying, and then I would turn blue, and then I thought I'm gonna die or whatever, but it was really bad at times. But as you grow up, you just, I guess, understand what is important to you, And if I think about family is important to me, and then by extension, siblings are really important to me, Because they are literally a version of me, It doesn't have to be a similar version, but they are a version of me that's roaming around the world, I'd say. That's how at least I look at it. We come from the same house, we come from the same education. Some might be totally different, I think in some areas we are totally different, but I'd like to look at it as if we are the same product, but we're the same product of love. We're the same product of the same genes, of the same education, same environment growing up, but different friends, different social circles, etc. But we share some of the same guidelines, especially especially when we grow up, you know, when you think about life a bit more seriously than you are when you're younger, and your ego is a little bit lower. For example, I have a guy at work that he and his siblings are not speaking at all. He's a bit older than me, but it's like 50 or something, and I think I want to say maybe there is not really a time cap to make it good with your siblings. You know, it's never too late to make it good. And I think sometimes you just need to lower your ego and speak, you know. I always say that to myself. Sometimes I say to myself that the best solution sometimes is only using pen and paper. All you need in life is pen and paper, you know. Write down what are the problems you have with your siblings, what do you like, what you don't like, and you're gonna be surprised when you see it on a paper how stupid it might be, you know, that these are the reason you don't speak to your siblings. Like, come on. You would forgive a friend, but you would not forgive your sibling. Sound a little bit stupid to me, if I'm honest. So just remember, sometimes a pen and a paper can bring you far, you know, in general in life. I think sometimes I remember it, and I think we tend to forget that sometimes the solutions are not, doesn't have to be fancy AI and computers and philosophy and blah blah blah. Man, pen and paper brought me so far, you know. I did my bachelor because pen and paper. Man, I hate bikers, I have to say. Bikers that cut me off is crazy. Anyway, pen and paper, man, powerful tool. I'd say it's even has more effect if you write it on a paper physically than you write it on a computer, you know. You're less distracted also. Anyway, to the topic, make it good with your siblings. Lower your ego. We only live once. And make the relationship good with probably the only people that really want the best for you, besides maybe your parents, which are your siblings. Whoa, so many bikes. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, which are probably your siblings. So if you see this video, this is your sign. Yesterday, me and my sister, one last note. So me and my sister, we create together. We do social media together. We make some videos, you know, for her social media. And man, this is so much fun. It might be the most fun I've ever had creating content and music. I make music also, but it might be the most fun I've ever had to make this with my sister and my siblings. And it goes back to what I said in one of my previous shorts, I think, about wait, the bikes here are kind of cut my line of thought. About surround yourself with the people that make the version in you, the version of you that you want to lead your life go out, you know. Because when I'm next to my family, next to my siblings, creating with my siblings, then the version that I want to lead my life is coming out. And then by extension, I ask myself more questions like, maybe I should live next to them, maybe I should see them more often. And these questions have direct effect, if I'm honest with myself, they have direct effect on my life, you know. Because these answers would make a person to change the country they live in, change their situationship, change their friends, change their environment in general, and be more honest with themselves. So that's my advice to you today on a sunny Sunday. Hope it's also sunny for you. Make the best out of it. I'm gonna keep going. I'm driving home. Yeah. See you guys on the next video. Bye bye.